What's up, KFG crew and KFG Kings? This your boy bigboyfactsjonnytv, and tonight I'll go over my WWE Raw review and highlights. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications when I go live on YouTube or I premiere a brand new video. Follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. Now let's talk about Raw. Now Monday Night Raw was a C average show, 5 out of 10. All right, footage is shown of John Cena entering the same auto arena earlier today. Many WWE performers, referees, and stage hands clap for him as he enters the arena. Many SmackDown superstars are there as well. Becky Lynch looks disinterested and gives a golf clap. All right, first match, last chance battle royal. Mustafa Ali versus T-Bar versus Veer Mahan versus R-Truth versus Dolph Ziggler versus Akira Tozawa versus Jinder Mahal versus Shanky versus Reggie versus AJ Styles versus Ciampa versus Shelton Benjamin versus Ricochet versus Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio versus Shinsuke Nakamura versus Riddle. All right, I'm gonna say this was a decent match. This was decent, but the outcome that Riddle won the match. So all right, so let's get down to it. It says all right, the winner will be entered into the men's Money in the Bank ladder match this Saturday. Okay. The bell rings and a massive brawl breaks out. Vera goes after Nakamura in the corner and kicks away at him. Perpetual Battle Royal stuntman Dolph Ziggler is already hanging on the bottom rope, trying to prevent elimination. Riddle goes after Veer, but Veer turns him around and stumps him. Mahal and Ciampa have Nakamura on the apron, but cannot get rid of him. Veer eliminates Tozawa and then clotheslines Benjamin out of the ring. Ali jumps on Veer's back, but he quickly throws him off. Veer grabs the Mysterio spot to throws, but Ali attacks him. Ali holds Veer down, and the Mysterios hit him with a dual 619 before eliminating Veer. Alright, it looks like our troops and Shanky are preparing for a dance off in the middle of the battle royal. Shanky bridge until Mahal attacks R-Truth. Mahal and Shanky eliminates R-Truth. Mahal then tries to eliminate Shanky and is unsuccessful. Shanky is shocked. AJ Styles then clotheslines Mahal out of the ring to eliminate him. T-Bar presses Reggie over his head and throws him out of the ring onto Mahal and Shanky. Commercial break. We come back from the break to see the Mysterious nearly eliminated Riddle, but he hangs on. During the break, Ciampa eliminates Ali. Miz almost has Styles out of the ring, but he holds on. Ciampa hits a backpack stunner on Riddle. Ray kicks Ciampa in the face and tries to eliminate him, but Ciampa blocks it. Ziggler and Dominic get into a slugfest. Styles knees Ciampa in the face and pulls him to the apron. Styles pushes Ciampa into the ring post and eliminates him. Miz attacks Styles getting in the ring. Ray puts Miz into the ropes and goes for a 619, but Miz avoids it. Miz hits a kneeling DDT and goes for the elimination, but Ray holds on. Dominic charges Ziggler at they go over the top rope. It looks like both were supposed to hang on, but Dominic slips and goes to the floor. Ziggler takes a moment to think about what's next. In the ring, Ziggler goes to powerbomb Ray, but Ray counters into a hurricanrana onto the apron. Ray hits Miz with a head scissors to pull him to the apron as well. Miz and Ziggler team up to eliminate Rey Mysterio. Miz throws Riddle over the top, but he hangs on. Ziggler bites Riddle's fingers, but he still holds on. Styles and Nakamura go at it. At one point, this was a WrestleMania dream match. Ricochet gets T-Bar onto the apron and goes for a springboard missile dropkick, but T-Bar grabs him. T-Bar throws him off the apron, but Ricochet lands on a ladder at ringside. Ricochet jumps back to the apron and it hits an insane head scissors off the apron to the floor on T-Bar. T-Bar is eliminated, and Ricochet hangs on. So we go to commercial break. We come back from the break to see Miz hit Riddle with a diving axe handle. Miz tweaks his knee. Ziggler attacks Nakamura and goes to the top rope. Nakamura quickly kicks him and eliminates him. Nakamura and Riddle go at it. Nakamura hits a big kick, but Riddle soon eliminates him with a kick to the head. Miz rolls out of the ring to recover. Riddle and Ricochet go at it. Ricochet takes it to him and goes to the second rope for a springboard crossbody, but Styles drop kicks him out of midair. Styles then eliminates Ricochet. It's down to Styles and Riddle, but Miz is still in this as well as he went under the bottom rope. Miz goes to the apron for a phenomenal form, but Miz pulls him off the apron to eliminate him. Riddle stuns Miz with a kick to the face. Miz goes for a skull crushing finale, but Riddle gets out. Riddle hits a Randy Orton style hanging DDT and drops down for the RKO. Miz counters the RKO into a skull crushing finale. Miz charged Riddle against the ropes, but Riddle catches him with a hurricane onto the apron. They are both on the apron, having gone over the top rope. Miz charged, but Riddle hits him with an RKO to eliminate him and win the match. The winner of the match, Matt Riddle. So I believe that Matt Riddle is going to win Money in the Bank. So that's just my opinion. Anyway, let's move on. The commentators talk about Kevin Owens versus a member of the Ezekiel family has been rescheduled. Alright, John Cena will return later tonight. Becky Lynch, Shayna Baszler, Xia Li, Tamina, Doudrop, and Nikki ASH will participate in a Money in the Bank last chance elimination match. The Alpha Academy will also battle Bobby Lashley in a 2-on-1 handicap match with Theory as a special guest enforcer. The Street Profits are backstage and are specific to have John Cena back. John Cena appeared in the segment with them. They worry about facing the Usos. Cena tells them to never give up. Cena says they want the smoke. The Street Profits are pumped up. So we get the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions. The Usos makes their way to the ring. Alright, commercial break. So we get video package. Shawn Michaels, The Big Show, now with AEW Booker T, Daniel Bryan, also with AEW. Trish Stratus and Triple H all pay tribute to 20 years of John Cena. Kevin Patrick is interviewed Riddle. Riddle dedicates the win to Randy Orton. John Cena gave him a good prep talk beforehand. Now this bro is going to Vegas. Alright, so we get the WWE Tag Team, undisputed WWE Tag Team Champion. Jey Uso accompanied by Jimmy Uso versus Montez Ford accompanied by Angelo Dawkins. This was a good match. The bell rings, they circled the ring before locking up. Uso powers Ford to the corner, but Ford ducks a right hand. Ford applies a side headlock, but Uso whips him off. Ford's shoulder blocks him down and taunts Jimmy Uso at ringside. Ford hits the ropes, but Jay backs elbows him in the jaw. Jay clubs him before whipping him to the corner. Ford slingshots over him and hits an arm drag. Jay gets to his feet and hits the ropes, but Ford leapfrogs him twice and hits another arm drag. Jay fought out of an armbar, but Ford quickly turns it back into him. Ford taunts Jimmy, but Jay soon pulls him off. Ford immediately drop kicks Jay out of the ring. Jay rolls out of the ring to recover. Ford gets on the apron and kick him, but Jay sweeps the feet before sending him headfirst into the steel steps. So we go to commercial break. We come back from the break to see Jay punching away at Ford. Jay stands him to the corner. but Ford pops out with a big clothesline. Ford follows Jay into the ropes and hits another clothesline. Ford kicks and punches away at Jay, but Jay responds with a kick to the midsection and uppercut. Ford comes back with a diving clothesline, a kip up, and a standing moonsault for a near fall. Jay sends Ford into the corner, sternum first, and hits a back suplex into a neckbreaker for a near fall. Jay cannot believe it. Jay gets fired up and charged, but Ford super kicks him and hits a standing blockbuster for a near fall. Jimmy also distracts Ford so Dawkins wipes him out. Jay hits Dawkins with a suicide dive, and Ford hits him with a suicide dive. Ford is fired up as he puts Jay in the ring. Ford hits a false splash for the win. The winner of the match, Montez Ford. This was a good match. Finn Balor and Damian Priest approach Ray and Dominic Mysterio. Balor and Damian Priest talk about how they're taking over this company. Ray is coming up on 20 years, but his son is disappointing. Maybe it's not that bad. Not that Dominic is bad. Maybe he has a bad father. They quickly walk off. Ray Mysterio challenges them to a tag team match next week on Raw in San Diego. San Diego is the hometown of the Mysterio family. We see a career retrospective on John Cena's next. Commercial break. Video package a retrospective on the Hall of Fame career of John Cena. Kevin Patrick is in the ring plus over John Cena. Kevin Patrick then introduced The Miz to the ring. Kevin Patrick mentions that Logan Paul is plotting a return to the ring. Miz says that he and Logan Paul will return as a tag team at SummerSlam. Patrick asks about their relationship and show footage from WrestleMania of Miz Paul giving Logan Paul a skull crushing finale after they beat the Mysterios. Miz says he's a major star. He'll be on today's show this Friday, as he has a hit TV show after Raw. Miz says he went up to Paul after WrestleMania and said that was a teaching moment. They will one day become a tag team champions. So Patrick asks if Paul is disappointed that Miz didn't win the Battle Royal early tonight. Miz says AJ Styles is the disappointment. Patrick mentions that Styles accused Miz of having tiny balls. Miz flips out and tries to stop an extremely light tiny balls chant. So AJ Styles comes out to the ring and floors Miz with their right hand. Miz backs up in fear. Commercial break. The Undertaker will do a non-man showing during SummerSlam weekend. So we get the Miz versus AJ Styles. I don't really care about this match. The bell rings. Styles immediately goes after the Miz. Styles punches and kicks him around the ring. Styles sends him into the ropes, leapfrog him, and hits a huge drop kick. Styles hits a backbreaker and Miz starts to beg him off. Styles kicks him in the midsection. Miz reverses a whip and turns him inside out with a knee to the midsection. Miz hits a running boot to the head and sneers at the crowd. Miz chokes Styles on the ropes and rips at his face. AJ Styles punches back at him, but Miz reverses a whip to the corner. Miz quickly follows up with his pretended corner clothesline. Miz comes off the top rope with a diving axe handle for a 2 count. Miz goes to a chin lock. Styles quickly fights up and chops him. They fumble through an Irish whip spot, and Miz kicks him in the face. Styles sends him out of the ring and goes for a plancha, but Miz avoids it. Styles lands on the apron. Miz quickly pulls him away, bounces him off the apron, and flips him into the barricade. Commercial break. We come back from the break to see Miz hit a kneeling DDT for a near fall. Miz kicks away at the chest, but Styles blocks it and makes a comeback. Styles takes him down and hits a grounded forearm. Styles slams Miz down and calls for a 2 count. Styles sets up for a Styles Clash, but Miz counters out. Styles quickly hits in Yogoroshi for a near fall. Miz chops the throat of Styles, but Styles quickly comes back with a punch. Miz avoids a phenomenal forearm and hits a double knees to the face for a near fall. Miz has Styles on the top rope, but Styles slides out. Miz quickly kicks him in the knee and hits a bus Zaku knee kick for a near fall. Miz goes for the skull crushing finale, but AJ Styles counters with a roll up for a near fall. Styles hits a Pele kick followed by a brainbuster at the point in this exchange. Styles' nose and cheek got busted open. Styles sets up the phenomenal forearm, but Miz gets out of the ring and intentionally gets counted out. Styles is furious. The winner by a count out, AJ Styles. Alright, Ezekiel is backstage with John Cena. Is decided to beat him and asks about Elias. Ezekiel says Elias is somewhere with Elrod. Ezekiel wants to walk with Elias, try with Allah, but he wants the world to speak with Ezekiel. Cena tells him not to forget who he is. Ezekiel is his eye and walks off. United States Champion Theory walks up to Cena and gets in his face. Theory says Cena should be already know who he is. He's here every week holding it down. He's the youngest United States Championship in WWE history at 24. At 24, Cena wasn't even in WWE. Theory says he's one up at Cena and goes for a selfie, but Cena walks off. So this setting up, I hope this not setting up between John Cena and Austin and in Theory, because if Theory challenged John Cena, it's over. That's just my opinion. But Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair comes out to face to face with Carmella. Commercial break. Video package. Kurt Angle, Randy Orton, John Bradshaw, Layfield, Chris Jericho with AEW, WWE Chairwoman, CEO Stephanie McMahon, and Stone Cold Steve Austin pay tribute to John Cena. Replays are showing of Carmella becoming the number one contender for the Raw Women's Championship last week. Kevin Patrick is in the ring with the Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair. Asked about facing Carmella on Saturday. Bianca Belair wishes Carmella was out here because she'll say what she wants to say to her face. Unlike how Carmella acts, Bianca Belair isn't happy that Carmella gave her a cheap shot last week. No one respects Carmella. It's not because she's not good. Carmella doesn't disrespect herself. She been in the ring with Carmella and knowing she has the potential to be great. She better bring it at Money in the Bank. Belair doesn't want to wait until Vegas. Belair wants to fight in Texas. Carmella comes out to the stage and says Bianca Belair is wrong. She's not insecure at all. She's smart. She got it all. Beauty and brains. The WWE Universe didn't respect her because of how she looks. She's the total package and won't apologize for that. Carmella gets in the ring and says her resume speak for itself. She's going to take the respect like she take Bianca Belair's title on Saturday. Mella is money. Belair hosts the title up, but Carmella walks off. Kevin Patrick asks if she respects Carmella. Bianca Belair turns and blocks a kick from Carmella before knocking her out of the ring. That was a good promo by Bianca Belair. That was a good promo that Bianca Belair and Carmella cut. All right. Sarah Screever is backstage with Liv Morgan and Alexa Bliss. Bliss says she's friendly with Morgan, but she doesn't have friends here. Morgan is athletic and relentless. She's been a champion one day. She's being a champion one day, but not this Saturday. Alexa Bliss wants to win Money in the Bank, and get Liddy in little matching briefcase. Morgan says that they are not friends. Friends lift each other up. Morgan is going to win that contract and change her life forever. If she's learning something from John Cena over the last 20 years, you have to let someone know their time is up. Morgan says her time is now. Morgan says she'll be at Bliss tonight as well. Bliss says she's not going to it's not going to happen and puts Lily in her face. Morgan tells Bliss to watch her. Liv Morgan makes her entrance. Commercial break. Oscar will be on commentary for the match. Or for the next match. So we get Liv Morgan versus Alexa Bliss. This match was not good at all. It was not good. They exchange some wrestling holds to start the match. Soon Morgan hits a running back elbow in the corner. Morgan then tries again. But Bliss knocks her back. Elizabeth goes for the insult to injury, but Morgan avoids the standing moonsault. They then take each other out. Morgan elbows Bliss back and goes for a missile drop kick, but Bliss avoids it. Bliss hits a low drop kick for a one count. Morgan soon surprised Bliss with a roll for the win. The winner of the match, Liv Morgan. Alright, let's move on. Video package. John Cena's incredible work with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Mr. McMahon makes his way to the ring. He'll introduce John Cena and celebrate his 20 years with WWE next. Commercial break. This was a good promo by John Cena. Vince McMahon welcomes John Cena to the ring. The WWE roster lines the ramp and claps for the legend as he makes his entrance. The crowd loudly cheers for John Cena and gets in the ring. Mr. McMahon is gone. John Cena is the GOAT, and I don't care what nobody say. John Cena is the GOAT. Cena stands in the ring and the crowd chants his name. Cena says it is a Raku's group here tonight. Today is his WWE birthday. You can feel the energy and hear the noise. There is no better place to have his birthday. John Cena gets a kick out of a sign that says 20 years of George. Cena points out a 6-year-old and says he's been doing this 14 years longer than he's been alive. Cena doesn't celebrate milestones because he loves looking forward. Tonight is for the crowd. This 20th anniversary is so important to him. It means they allow him to do this for decades. It's never lost on him that every time he stands in the ring is because they allow it. Over the years, they created an environment for him to be his true self. They're also brave enough to tell him when he sucks and kind enough and to tell him when he doesn't. A thank you, Cena chant picks up. Cena says his heart is beating out of his chest. Cena thanks the crowd for making him who he is. WWE has him for everything, preparing him for anything. Cena isn't talking about Fast and Furious Peacemaker. Cena means is the crowd and their reaction. They have made him a better human being. Cena is a better professional husband and person. Being in WWE has taught him empathy, caring, kindness, humility, and perseverance. Every time you step in this ring, you give nothing less than all you have. Every time they come into the arena, they shower them with everything they got. It's been 20 years and he's 45 years old. Cena doesn't know when they are seeing him in the ring again. He's not saying they won't, but he doesn't know when that will be. Cena needs to say this now. it won't just be one more match. Anything he does outside of WWE is never just him. It's about us coming together. It's about and it's all about we, whether you watching at home or in Texas. Cena stops to get Real fire up. They never give up. We're just getting started. If you want some, come get some. Cena goes up the ramp and gives away his hat and t-shirt. The 45-year-old is starting to sport a bald spot, but he physically is 20 years behind his age still. That was a fire promo by John Cena. That was a fire promo. All right. Commercial break. We get a 2-on-1 handicap match. Bobby Lashley versus Alpha Academy, Chad Gable and Otis. This match and Special Enforcer 3. This match was terrible. Terrible match. Bobby Lashley starts against Otis. Lashley cannot shoulder blocks Otis down, so he kicks him in the knee. Lashley signals for a suplex, but Theory jumps on the apron. Lashley shoves Otis away and swings at Theory. Theory avoids him. Lashley walks into a somersault bomb for the apron for Gable. Otis then hits a big splash. Commercial break. We come back from the break to see Lashley make a comeback against Gable. Lashley goes for a suplex, but Otis blind tags and power bombs him. Gable hits a top rope moonsault, and Otis covers for a near fall. Otis avalanches Lashley and sets up for a Vader bomb, but Lashley attacks. Lashley has Otis up in the electric chair and hits an electric chair drop. Unreal Gable jumps onto a hurt lock and submits. The winner of the match, Bobby Lashley. That 2-on-1 handicap match was terrible. Theory immediately chop blocks Lashley. Theory attacks him, but Lashley makes a comeback. Lashley hits Otis with a flatliner and gives Gable a spear. Theory escapes before Lashley can attack. The crowd was chanting for John Cena. Photos are showing of the nasty bruised chest of Cody Rhodes from Hell in a Cell. Replays are showing of Rollins attacking him the next night on Raw with a sledgehammer. They have an exclusive interview with Cody Rhodes next. Backstage. Commercial break. Cody Rhodes is shown at his gym. Rehab isn't fun, but it's a place in comparison to his status 3 weeks ago. Cody Rhodes was at the height of his career, having won a Hell in a Cell. He wanted to parlay that into a Money in the Bank. Theory would have it that Sledgehammer took him out for 9 months. Cody Rhodes wants to be in the match and says it's the most talented group in history of the match. Cody Rhodes talks about the people in the match, including Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins had the biggest cash in ever. If Rollins wins and cashes in and get the title, he's not rooting for anyone. But if Rollins wins, he cash in will be the first to congratulate him. John Cena is talking to a stagehand when Seth freaking Rollins comes up laughing to the tone of Cena's music. Rollins reminds Cena of when he broke his nose. Seth Rollins says Cena looks great and gave him an incredible speech. They had a lot of ups and downs through the years, but they have a lot in common. They both international mega stars, fashion icons, and winners of the Money in the Bank contract. Rollins says Cena failed miserably on his cash in. When Rollins cashed in and even Cody Rhodes knows it was the best cash in of all time. History will repeat itself on Saturday. Seth Rollins turns and sees Omos an MVP. MVP says he's also a visionary. He has a vision of the Nigerian giant standing in the ring amidst a sea of broken ladders and bodies rising in Money in the Bank briefcase up above his head. Omos is inevitable. No one can stop him. The camera zooms out and Cena looks stunned by Omar. Cena sarcastically wished Seth Rollins luck. The commentators run down the Money in the Bank card. Becky Lynch makes her entrance. Commercial break. Ray and Dominic Mysterio will battle the Judgment Day. Judgment Day next week on Raw. So we get the last chance elimination match. Becky Lynch versus Doudrop versus Nikki Ash versus Xia Li versus Shayna Baszler versus Tamina. This was a good main event, but they messed up the match card right here. But this was a good main event. The bell rings and they all go after Becky Lynch. Doudrop and Nikki ASH do a double team. They then attack Tamina. Tamina puts Nikki on the apron and forearms her off. Tamina kicks Doudrop back and head but her. Doudrop and Tamina trade right hands. Tamina headbutts her twice. Doudrop quickly puts her on the apron and punches her to the floor. Becky Lynch knees Doudrop in the face and hits somersault city senton for a 2 count. Xia Li rolls Becky Lynch for a 2 count. Xia Li's knee Becky Lynch, but Nikki Cross rolls her up. Xia Li rolls tough, goes through and kicks her. Becky Lynch hits Xia Li with a manhandle slam for the elimination. Xia Li has been eliminated by Becky Lynch. Nikki ASH hits a running crossbody block on Becky Lynch. Nikki drops some elbows for a 2 count. Nikki hits the ropes, but Baszler pulls her out of the ring. Becky Lynch rolls Shayna Baszler up for a 2 count. Doudrop attacks Baszler from behind. Doudrop powers Baszler into Becky Lynch and slams her down. Doudrop hits a cannonball on Baszler. Becky Lynch sidesteps the avalanche from Doudrop. Tamina runs in and knocks Becky Lynch away. Nikki ASH pushes Tamina into the missile drop kick. Becky Lynch quickly applies a disarmer to Nikki for the submission. Nikki ASH has been eliminated by Becky Lynch. So we go to commercial break. Becky Lynch and Shayna Baszler are going at it as we return from the break. Becky Lynch gets Shayna Baszler out of the ring. Baszler avoids a basement slide and punch and Becky Lynch back. Becky Lynch hits a back splitter on Shayna Baszler onto the barricade. Becky Lynch goes for one on Tamina, but Doudrop avalanche them. Doudrop gets Shayna Baszler in the ring as she gets hit. Shayna Baszler kicks her in the face for a near fall. Tamina goes to the top rope, but Shayna Baszler kicks her. Shayna Baszler goes for a superplex, but Becky Lynch joins in. Doudrop then runs up, and we got a Tower of Doom spot. Shayna Baszler eventually gets up and goes for the Kafuta clutch on Doudrop. Tamina quickly boots Shayna Baszler and apply a heel kick to Tamina. Doudrop then splashed Shayna Baszler for the elimination. Shayna Baszler has been eliminated by Doudrop. Becky Lynch runs in and attack. She attacks Tamina and puts Tamina in a Samoa drop. Tamina goes to the top rope, but she missed a superfly splash. Doudrop scoop slams Becky Lynch on a floor at the ringside and hits a senton splash. Doudrop gets in the ring and attacks Tamina. We running out of time on Raw. Doudrop hits a diving elbow on Tamina for the elimination. Tamina has been eliminated by Doudrop. Doudrop quickly gets Becky Lynch in the ring. The crowd chants Becky. Doudrop quickly slams her and goes for a Vader bomb. But Becky Lynch moves Doudrop, power her to the corner to get out of the manhandle slam. Doudrop puts her on the ropes. But Becky Lynch hits a manhandle slam off the second rope for the win. The winner of the match, Becky Lynch. That was a good main event. Becky Lynch will be in the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Just like I mentioned last week on my Raw review, that Becky Lynch is going to find a way to be at Money in the Bank. and Becky Lynch won this match to qualify at Money in the Bank. But Showstopper TV mentioned something. What if Becky Lynch fails to cash in? What if Becky Lynch win the Money in the Bank and fail to cash in? Now that's something to think about. And then Monday Night Raw goes off the air. Like I mentioned earlier, Monday Night Raw was a 5 out of 10 C average show. And that's all I got to say from here. But anyway, if you guys join my WWE Raw review on highlights, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below on what are your thoughts on Monday Night Raw. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications when I premiere a brand new video or go live on YouTube. Follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. And guys, please make a Twitch so you can join the Twitch crew, because I'll be streaming WWE 2K22 over there on Twitch. But make sure you make a Twitch to join the Twitch crew, so I can get partner on Twitch for the very first time. And that's all I gotta say from here. But anyway, this your boy bigboyfactsjonnytv. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings. Too sweet. We out of here. Gang.